Hi, in this video we'll be talking about docstrings. Docstrings are used to document functions, classes, and modules. They're placed at the top of a function or class definition or at the top of a module file before any executable code. Docstrings are strings, as the name suggests, and they are stored in the $doc attribute of the object they document. Docstrings are often used in triple quotes, which allows for multi-line text, but it's not a requirement. Any string will do. Here's how we document a module, a class, and a function using docstrings. Here is the docstring documenting the whole module. Here is the docstring documenting this function. And here is the docstring documenting this class. This code doesn't do anything useful, but it uses docstrings for the module, class, and function. Let's save this file as example.py, which I have already done, and let's import the module in interactive mode. So let's go to interactive mode, import example. And now watch how we can use the $doc attribute to retrieve the documentation. Let's print the documentation of the module. Print example dot underscore doc. And here's our documentation. This module contains classes and functions that can be used to perform fascinating operations. And now let's print the documentation of the adder class. Print example.adder.doc. This class is used as a helper class that makes life easier. Finally, let's print the documentation of the func function. Print example.func.doc. This function is used to do a lot of interesting stuff. If you're using Visual Studio or one of the other IDEs that support IntelliSense, you can now hover your mouse cursor over the name of the function or class wherever it's used in your code, and you'll see IntelliSense display the documentation for that object. So for example, if the adder class is used anywhere in the code, you can now hover your mouse over the name and you will see IntelliSense with the documentation created in the docstring. And here for the function. You can also view the documentation of built-in types, modules, classes, functions, using the $doc attribute. For example, let's check the documentation of the random module. First, let's import random. And now let's print random.doc. And here we have the documentation of the module. And now let's print the documentation of the complex class. Print complex.doc. And here is the documentation of this class. Finally, let's print the documentation of the len function, which returns the length of a string or any sequence. So, print len.doc. Well, this documentation is quite simple. However, although you can read the documentation this way, you don't have to. Instead, you can use the help function, which will do it automatically for you. If you feel like learning a bit more about the help function, I have a video about it, so feel free to give it a watch. Okay, that's it for this video. If you like it, a thumbs up would be great. Also, make sure to subscribe for future videos. If you want to leave a comment or ask a question, you're welcome to do so. Thanks for watching.